Mabu.
Hey!
Ganun na. Wow!
Dito pa rin siya.
Ganun pa rin siya. Ito pa rin po ang inyong paboritong 6 o'clock habit ng bayan ng Mima, Mama, ay si Anton pa.
Mima.
Ng buong universe. Mapa East Coast, mapa West Coast.
Saan pa?
Sa...
Saan?
Ito po ang... ito po.
Ang ano to?
Ang programa.
Life Balance.
Siya po si Miss East Coast, West Coast,
Hoy!
Gia Rafael.
At si Daryl Justin.
From Down Under.
Ano yan?
From
Ano
Down
meron? Bakit naka-quote ka ngayon? May meeting
We
tayo.
are nationwide, worldwide, netwide.
Untuway na sa likod, oh.
Malakas tayo anywhere around the world.
Wow.
Kasing lakas ng mas todong ng mga himpilang may
Mas
todong
todong
lakas. DWIZ 882 Metro and Mega Manila.
Galing na
DWIZ
transition,
News TV sa ating news website. At syempre, replays 9 o'clock ng gabi. Evening po yan sa Aliw Channel 23 kasi ang gabi ay evening.
Evening. At mapapakinggan po tayo via news website na www.dwiz882am.com. Huwag din kakalimutang i-download sa inyong iOS o Android phones ang aming DWIZ 882 na app. Live streaming naman via DWIZ 882 Facebook page and YouTube channel. Huwag kakalimutang mag-like, follow, subscribe, share, and comment your questions and reactions sa ating episodes every day.
Nalalapit na ang New Year kung kailan i-ere
Yes,
ito.
Tama.
So, ang kailangan nating, ikaw ba may nakaset ka ng goals?
Oo naman. Malaki ang nagbago. Kailangan talagang ibalik sa dati.
Gusto ko pala yung malaman. Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayong episode na ito, katuwang ang Makati Medical Center, the hospital with the heart, ay
Health Goals 2026 para sa mga magbabalik alindog program sa January. Kasama ako doon.
Yung balik alindog, ako kasi nagsimula na ng maaga. Mamaya ako na off-air kakwento kay Doc. Nagsimula ako na maaga and I'm proud to say from 95, I'm now at 88 kilos.
Yun.
In a span of a month and a half. Hindi ko alam kung mabagal o
Grabe.
mabilis.
Uy,
Pero
ang bilis nun.
I'm taking things as slow as, one step at a time, ika nga. Kasi kung mamadaling ko naman, diba, mababaliwala rin.
Oo, tama.
Anyway, ang ating mga kasama pa rin, malamang nakasama na rin natin ng mga nakaraang episode. Napagbigyan. May utang pa kami siya sa atin na part 2 din. Pero ngayon, health goals muna tayo. Isang occupational medicine specialist mula po sa Makati Medical Center, si Dr. Ryan Raymond Bautista. Doc Ryan, welcome back at magandang araw ulit.
Magandang araw sa inyo. Thank you for having me back.
As usual, lahat ng na-enjoy, lahat naman ng mga resource persons talagang sinisingil namin, so to say, ng part 2. Pero ito, ibang topic muna ang pag-uusapan natin. Kasi I also believe, Doc, that you're handling the wellness center of Makati Medical Center. So talagang it really fits na ang pag-uusapan is mga balik-alindog, eme na sana hindi eme ang gawin ng mga kababayan natin. Ayun. Simulan mo na, partner. Go.
Eto na nga.
Totally ko yung may plano eh. Ako ongoing na eh.
Yung plano ko sana matupad. Eto na nga. Why is the start of the year a good time to reassess our health goals?
Okay. So from the question, I think it's a wrong connotation that only at the end of the year. You can always reassess your health goals within the year. Hindi naman po kailangan December to January lang. Sometimes it could be in the mid-year, sometimes it's in your birthday kasi medyo magkakaedad na. So not only but probably kaya doon po napupunta yung ating mga health assessment because when we have the festivities in December, napapasobra o nagse-celebrate din kahit yung discipline po natin sa katawan. So we assess after mga January kung ano mga kinain po natin noong December.
Kasi minsan din nangyayari pagdating ng January, doon nagsisimula ulit yung mga nararamdaman.
Yun. Tapos nasa January
hindi nararamdaman
kasi
sa minamahal sa katawan, ha? Iba yun, di ba?
Oo na.
Bakit ka tumatapik sa akin?
Hindi, pag January kasi dyan mo rin na-realize yung mga ginawa mo nung nakaraang taon eh. Kaya nandun ang
Kasi
balik
tapos ka na
alindog.
doon sa holiday mood halos eh. Parang, ay, naikain ko na ng Noche Buena yung crispy pata. Tapos naglitsong kawali pa ako noong New Year. O, di ba? Tama ba ako, Doc? Double whammy, oh.
Double whammy, oh.
Double whammy.
Diba?
Double whammy. Ngayon naman, Doc, what are some common health goals na kayo po nagre-recommend per an individual or a family? Siguro, sa children, kung meron man, anong pwedeng maging recommendation niyo sa health goals nila?
Goals that depends kung ano yung pong family history.
Okay.
Usually family diseases, as what you mentioned, kasi sabay-sabay po sila o pare-pareho po ang kinakain po nila. So even the family history po, napapasa sa mga anak, sa mga kamag-anak dahil po sa mga same food o same habits na ginagawa po during the holidays, during the period of festivities. So, napapatadami po yung pagkain as what we mentioned, Sir Daryl, ng ating mga crispy pata at
Yan.
mga matataas pong cholesterol na pagkain. So, pati po yun, na-assess po natin kahit sa mga bata o na titignan po natin kung may lineage po sila ng obesity or heart problems or even diabetes.
Eto, Doc, bilang feeling ko maganda itong gawin ng January para makita mo lang ba kung ano yung mga dapat mong bantayan kapag ka magsisimula na yung taon. Doc, pwede po bang pa-explain para sa mga hindi nakakaalam ano yung executive check-up at anong pinagkaiba niya sa regular lang na check-up na pwedeng gawin anytime?
Okay. Pareho naman siya pwedeng gawing anytime. Ang executive check-up lang is just a more thorough investigation sa ating pangangatawan at sa ating health status. It's more of a preventive. Tinitignan po at all aspects ng ating katawan from head to toe, vision, blood workup, x-ray, imaging, and even mental assessment of the stress. And we do recommendation after kung saan pa pwede mag-improve at pa pwede mag-prevent ng diseases sa kanilang katawan. Especially with their lifestyle and also, as we mentioned a while ago, familial history as well. So, it's a check that we do yearly, probably, compared to regular APE, annual physical exam. Both of them are done yearly, but in an executive setting, or ECU po na tinatawag po namin, executive checkup, can be not only be yearly, pero pwede din po siyang semi-annually, twice a year, or even quarterly, depending on the condition of the patient. Ang APE po kasi commonly the basic 5 or what we call it in the wellness center now is basic 6 kasi dinadagdagan po namin yung mental health assessment.
Wow.
Hindi na lang po yung x-ray, CBC, physical exam, urinalysis, fecalysis. In the wellness center, we know how important mental health is. So we do also stress management and tinitignan po namin yung mental health exam ng mga pasyente namin nagdudo ng APE.
Who should consider getting one in terms of the executive checkup, Doc?
Yes.
Criteria. Who should consider?
That can also be, depending on the exam or package na kailangan po ng katawan nila, usually they start at 40 years old and above. But if you have any family histories po, or may naramdaman na, you can do a thorough executive checkup as early as 28. We have patients that have cardiovascular problems as early as 28 to 30. So napapaaga po siya because they have family history as well. And diabetes, may mga ganun pong condition, which is, those are criteria na napapaaga po yung ECU o napapaaga po yung check-up po nila. But regularly, kung wala naman, you just want to have a thorough or a gift for your body, as sabi niyo nga, balik alindog, we do it yearly.
Eto, Doc, bukod sa executive check-up, may iba pa po bang importante rin o sobrang importante na screenings na dapat sumailalim yung mga taong nagkakaedad na?
Okay. So that will depend again on the age and history of our patient. For males, for example, there are exams like for prostate exams na nagsastart at 40, 50. They are checking also for the endoscopy and colonoscopy at that age. Again, napapaaga po ito kapag may simptomas or mayroon pong family history nila o nagkaroon namatay dahil sa cancer po dun sa mga sakit na sinabi po natin. Sa babae, ganun din po. Pwede po for breast examination to prevent breast cancer as well. We do the mammo and sono examination. If they have family history in maaga, we do it also early. But the recommended age probably is around 40 to 45 years old.
Okay.
Doc, may napapansin ba kayo na pagka nagpapakonsult sa inyo, may mga tests or screenings na kadalasan ini-skip nila tapos if they would be approaching, parang if you were to be asked, sana hindi nila ini-skip?
Most common for what we experience, by experience, are the digital rectal exam or yung mga physical exam na kailangan tignan ng doktor yung laman ng ating colon o yung anus. Especially sa lalaki, it's very important because by doing so, nache-check din po yung prostate eh. But siyempre yung mga lalaki nahihiya, especially pag babae yung doktor o ayaw po nila, fino-forgo po nila yung exam na yon. They would rather do a non-invasive na tinatawag po namin, either CT scan or ultrasound or even blood works na lang for the PSA. But for me, my opinion, it can tell or it can assess early prostate cancer po kasi.
Okay.
Doc, pwedeng pa-specify, alin po yung mga assessments or tests na kasama talaga sa executive check-up?
Again, for example, for age of 40, We do screening for gastrointestinal. We do the endocolonoscopy. If it's a female, we do a mammo and sono already exam. We recommend a PSA check, yung prostatic specific antigen for the male as well. As we go further, nagkakaedad, nagkakaroon po ng family history or problem, dumadagdag po yung mga test na yun. The basic entry is our health package po, nakasama na po yung check for sugar, cholesterol, the blood exam, x-ray, bones, sometimes, lalo na if they're engaging in sports. Again, ang connotation kasi sa atin dito sa Pilipinas when it comes to ECU is more on preventive. But it also can be a assessment on how are you improving.
Oh, okay.
Tama po ba? Kasi wala naman ako sakit eh. Oh, but did you improve from last year? This is your result from last year. Kamusta ba? So the goal is not only prevention, but also an improvement of your health as you go and age.
Tama nga naman. Kaya pala talaga dapat taon-taon nagpapa
Kasi yung iba, di ba,
undergo dyan.
partner, tsaka doc, pagka wala na talaga naramdaman, we're fine. Pupunta ako sa doktor pagka masakit na yung ganito, pag kumikirot ganyan.
We just have to emphasize, especially in the wellness center, we always say that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Mas maganda pa rin po na aagapan po natin yung sakit kaysa po na hindi nyo namamalayan. Kasi mas mapapagastos as mahihirapan po yung katawan when we go to the latter stage of the disease. Minsan hindi na po natin maibalik kung ano yung functionality natin before. So we always promote prevention sa ating mga pasyente. That prevention entails also the check-up. Visit man lang or tignan man lang how have you been doing your body's goals for the past year? Kamusta ka mula 2023, 24, 25? It gives you a comparative estimate and picture kung how are you improving or where are the aspects of your lifestyle na kailangan mo pang ayusin.
Tsaka karamihan kasi sa ngayon sa panlabas nakafocus eh. Hindi
Yes.
nila alam na may problema na pala internally.
The internal health or internal check na sinasabi niyo, ma'am, will also amplify externally. So especially if you feel good, you have a peace of mind, mentally stable, walang masyadong mental stress. It shows the glow. It gives you good vibes.
Bagay. Everything starts from within eh.
Correct.
Totoo nga naman. Kaya
Kasi
pala.
kung magre-reflect lang yan sa labas mo, kung yung panloob mo is how you want it, di ba? Ngayon naman, Doc, can you help us identify some of the key health risks na pwedeng ma-detect early through preventive healthcare?
Okay. So in the wellness center, the three institutions that are always there that we always say to the patient, since we have the best clinic, unang-una po is yung breast cancer. Early detection, definitely, because we have that in the wellness center. Second po, those are cancer markers. We do the blood exam, whatever is done in MMC main hospital, we also do it in the wellness center ng Makati Med. Our center po kasi aims dun sa mga natatakot po dun sa mga hospital setting. So Makati Med, since we are a hospital with a heart, ay ginawan siya ng isang place para po dun sa mga pasyenteng weary or natatakot po magpa-check kasi baka mahawaan po sila. Kaya mayroon po silang area which is our wellness center to check. For the question, early cancer detection is number one. Assessment of your cardiovascular. We have the 2D echo and ECG also. We have the bone densitometry. Yung mga risk pong yun, maaga for osteoporosis, lalo na ho sa mga elderly. We can do that as well. So, markers or iba pang mga sakit, what is capable or nagagawa po naming wellness center is varies across the age, especially if they need it, based also on their family history or current na status ng sakit po nila.
Doc, after magpa-executive check-up, kapag ka may na-detect na sintomas o sakit na ang doktor, may i-require po ba kayo na screening o test na dapat pagdaanan ng pasyente?
That depends on kung ano yung na-detect naming sakit. What we are proud of in the center is that we do a follow-through or we have an interconnection with the main hospital. So kung ano man kailangan nyo po, as what you mentioned, all of our specialists in MMC are ready there to help kung ano man step 2 or step 3 na kailangan na after namin po ma-detect. So the tie-up and the coordination, we have a seamless coordination with our doctors with MMC. So it's a one-stop shop, madali lang pong assessment. And plus, ng advantage po namin, we double-check or triple-check whatever test that we are doing with you. So makakaasa po silang very reliable yung aming center when it comes to that.
Nabanggit ni Doc
labis, walang
kanina
kulang. Oh.
sa wellness center, kadalasan breast cancer. Yes, it's being there. Aside from breast cancer, ano pa yung common na tinitik sa wellness center?
We have a new machine of our dermatology department, which is the dermographics machine. It's cancer whole body for moles. And nakikita niya po as early kung ang mole pong yun or nonal is a risk for your skin cancer, like melanoma and basal cell carcinoma.
Okay.
It's cancer whole body until your palms. Yung mga areas na hindi nyo akalaing may nonal pala nagkukos ng breast cancer, madidetect po niya. So we have that machine also in the wellness center, the dermographics, which is run by our dermatology department po.
High-tech.
Let's go. Now na. Ay, di, nag-interview mo na. Akala ko now na. Anyway, sige. Doc, well, that's very interesting to know na may mga advanced technology na nasa wellness center na pwede nang puntahan sa Makati Med.
One-stop shop siya pala talaga, literal.
Exactly. Ito yung one-stop shop na hindi ka mabibigo.
Oh, kompleto na. Hindi mo na kailangan magpalipat-lipat kung saan.
Kasi di ba ibang one-stop shop, ay kulang, lipat.
Oo.
Ito kompleto na.
Hanap ka pa kung san-san.
Ngayon naman, punta naman ako, Doc, sa isang medyo, I would consider this medyo critical na topic kasi maraming tao ang takot.
Lalo
Vaccination.
na, few years ago.
I think you would agree. May varied opinions, Doc, pagdating sa vaccination, right?
Yes.
So, Doc, let's clear the air. How important is vaccination?
It is very, very important. The technologies that are advancing the production of vaccine is already sound and madami na pong studies na ginagawa before they put it into the market. So for the first question, vaccination is very important. It has shown to eradicate many of the diseases already because of vaccination. Di po ba? Ating dating DOH Secretary, si Juan Faber, Let's Do It, ng kanyang program, started also with the OPV vaccine. And it helped eradicate or it lessened yung mga polio po natin dito sa ating bansa. So for the question, very, very important. Vaccination, especially for children or highly exposed people or patients to that disease, we recommend vaccination.
Dok, paano naman yung mga adults na tumanda na lang pero may mga na-miss out na mga vaccine? Pwede pa bang humabol?
Pwede po, lalo na pag may risk po sila or exposure regarding doon po sa sakit pong yun. Ang delikado lang po for the vaccinations are those with decreased immune system o may mga immune problems po, like HIV. They really need to consult our CCTM for those vaccinations o anong pwede pong vaccinations. Kasi kapag mababa pong immune system at binigyan po namin sila ng live vaccine, baka makakos po ng harm kasi wala po silang immune system. Please remember that vaccination rides on the immune system dun sa tao. It's not the vaccine that is failing, probably the immune system of the patient or the person is the one failing. Mahirap pong mag-vaccinate ng wala pong immune system.
Sana matandaan din ng mga viewers and listeners natin. Unahin mo na ang immune system.
Immune system is the backbone po talaga for the vaccination. Whether it's live vaccine or attenuated vaccine na tinatawag po namin, it carries on paano tuturuan yung immune system po natin, labanan yung mikrobyo na binavaccinate po namin.
Okay.
Available lahat ng vaccines sa wellness center?
In the wellness center, this is for adults
Okay.
vaccination because for children, we let the pediatric specialty handle those vaccinations. But for family, for flu, for adult vaccinations like for shingles, yung mga RSV vaccines po, yung mga HEPA vaccines, they're all available in the wellness center.
On a lighter note, ang shingles pinapaturok hindi dahil single ka, ha?
Okay.
Baka kasi iba may ganong connotation dahil shingles bakit single? Single ako eh. Tuk!
Magkatunog lang po yun, ha?
Magkatunog lang. Iba rin
Magkatunog
spelling.
lang po. Iba pong spelling, but
At iba rin-
dalawa po yung bakuna po nun. Separated by 2 months.
Ayan ha, baka mamaya eh.
Turo ka kayo dalawa dyan. Sige.
Magpabitin ka na nga muna, baka
Eto,
mamaya
gusto
maging
ko to.
shingles pa yung mga tanong natin dito.
Eto na nga, Doc. Di ba may mga ngayon packages? Nakapackage
yes.
na ngayon. Kapag magpapacheck up ka, pipili ka na lang. Kumbaga, hindi ka na pahihirapan
Tama.
kung ano yung kailangan mo nasa isang package na lang. Pero Doc, sa dami ng packages ngayon, paano nga ba dapat pumili ang isang tao kung anong tamang package na dapat niya nga kunin kapag magpapacheck siya?
Okay.
Pero mamaya na yun.
Mamaya, oo. Ito naman tayo para sa oras kung saan kailangan yumaman ng stasyon.
Nating lahat.
Ibok natin at nating lahat. Sa mga nasa radyo, don't change that talapihitan.
Wow, lalim.
Lalim, traditional na traditional.
Sa mga nasa
your favorite.
TV, pakitanggal ang battery ng remote. Wala nang maglilipat.
At pag tinanggal,
Wag
ang
na
gagawin-
lipat.
Hindi, remote. Ang gagawin sa
Ano
remote.
yan?
Tinanggal ni battery.
Ibabato raw. Narinig ko lang yun, hindi yun sa akin galing.
Narinig ko lang
You
yun.
stay there, we stay here.
We'll be
Yan
back.
lang.
Ito po ang Life
Life
Balance. Mabuo.
Hey. Shing.
Ayan, may kasamang pag-shing na. Partner, ano ba yan?
Ano
Insert
yan?
segment.
Uy, binasa na naman.
Namiss mo ba yung mga, mamimiss mo yun? Yung,
Saka yung mga 2 minutes, ganun.
Sheg 1, Sheg 2.
Eto na,
GD, ganun.
bago po natin simulan ng part 2 ng ating episode ngayong araw, panoorin at pakinggan ang aming life hack for today.
At para sa ating life hack for today, maraming Pilipino ang bumibili ng pagkain sa grocery pero hindi alam kung ano talaga ang laman nito. Para mas maging smart sa pagpili, narito ang ilang tips sa pagbabasa ng food labels. Una, tignan ang serving size at calories. Mahalaga ito para malaman kung gaano karaming energy ang nakukuha sa bawat serving. Pangalawa, basahin ang listahan ng sangkap. Ang mga ingredients ay nakalista mula sa pinakamataas na dami pababa. Mas simple, mas natural, mas maganda para sa kalusugan. Pangatlo, pansinin ang nutrients tulad ng sodium, sugar at saturated fat. Piliin ang mababa sa sodium at sugar kung gusto mong mas healthy. Pang-apat, huwag lang umasa sa marketing claims. Ang label ang pinakatotoo sa laman ng produkto. Sa pamamagitan ng tamang pagbabasa ng labels, mas mapapangalagaan ang kalusugan at maiiwasan ang sobrang pagkain o unhealthy choices. At yan ang aming life hack for today.
Ati!
Yan. Tigil mo yan.
Pag tinignan ka pag narinig ka ni paring Winnet, sabi niya.
Di ba may
Titigil
para
na
kang
siya.
doktor dun?
Si Doc Winnet.
Dami niya trabaho.
Alam mo,
Minsan
sa umaga.
engineer yun eh. Oo.
Sa ngalan nila Kuyang John Ibanez at Drew Nasino, binigyan siya ng maraming. Minsan yan, district engineer din siya.
Kaya
Hindi ko alam.
nga, nagugulat
Engineer siya, pero hindi ko alam, pati pala district hawak
Saan
niya.
kaya?
Uy.
Wag na.
Wag ganun.
Eto na,
Doc,
balikan
anyway,
na yun.
I hope nag-enjoy ka rin sa kahit pa paano kulitan nila.
Yes, of course.
Ayun, making it light. Siyempre, may
naman.
ibang
At
mga
seryoso
minsan,
ang usapin natin
health is
eh.
very
Oo.
serious din. Going back sa paborito mo, mga pakete.
Pabitin, pakete.
Oo.
Paborito mo rin yun? Ano ka ba?
Biglang sa Beses Pantini.
Pakete.
Hindi. Sa mga nakikinig po sa radyo, the money sign, ika nga. Ayan, anyway.
Nandun ang pakete. Eto na nga, Doc, balikan natin yung aking pabitin question. Di ba nga dahil marami ng packages ngayon o healthcare services, paano ba matutukoy ng isang tao kung ano yung tamang healthcare services o packages na dapat niyang kunin, na angkop o yung makikater lahat ng kailangan niya?
Okay. So, I would recommend to see a doctor first. By ethically, we follow beneficence po kasi. Meaning, we just don't do any tests that are not necessary for a person, no, for a patient. We do ethical standards, especially in MMC. Ayaw naman namin pong gumawa ng test o tumusok lang dahil lang may gagawin na procedure. So for the first step, for your first question is consult what is rightfully and angkop na test po para sa inyo. For a follow-up answer to that question, our packages naman po are visibly in our website in Makati Med. There's a list there. There's a common entry package. And then if you need, like, say you have a family history for heart disease, meron po kaming cardio rider, meron din po for gastrointestinal rider, kapag meron naman po problema sa GI tract. Or, as what we mentioned, if you like to concentrate on cancers, meron din po siyang package na kasama po doon. You can choose from it, but for the answer po, I think we should consult a physician or doctor kung ano pong nararakap para sa inyong edad at family history as well.
Okay.
There are people naman yun, Doc, na they want to start preventive healthcare pero overwhelmed sila kasi because of the options that
Marami nga.
are possible that they can have.
Yes.
Anong advice, Doc, ang binibigyan nyo sa kanila?
We start with the basics. As what we mentioned, probably a yearly x-ray or the annual physical exam. May nakikita na rin po kasi doon ng mga problema. Then we can start from there. Like say, for example, ECG problems. We now concentrate kung ano po yung mga cardiovascular problems na pwede mag-brought about ng abnormal ECGs. Or blood works. For blood chemistry, they can start as early probably as 18 years old to see if mataas na po yung cholesterol or even your sugar. And then we'll work from it, monitor it yearly, and then consult.
Eto, Doc, gusto ko itong marinig. Bilang
On a lighter side of things muna tayo.
Kasi nga tayo yung magbabalik Alindog program sa January.
Gusto ko ma-inspire. Lalo na ikaw.
Oo naman, kailangan ko ng
Di
inspirasyon.
ba inspirasyon na yun sa akin kanina from 95 to 88?
Ang hirap niyang gawin pero kailangan natin ng control.
Pero kuha tayo ng inspiring story mula naman kay Doc Ryan.
Tsaka
mismo.
yung may
Inka-
nasuportahan ng mga doktor talaga.
supported ng Wellness Center ng Makati. Ben. Any encounters that you have, Doc, with your the patients na had this success story
stories.
nila sa kanilang healthcare?
Transformation.
Of course, not only in the wellness center but in the main hospital, madami na po. We have plenty of testimonials from the patients that are going back to their Alindog, as what you mentioned, or their fitness goals in 2025, 2026. As what I mentioned earlier in the interview, di lang naman po siya finding of sickness eh. It's their assessment on how they are doing for the past few years. So, i-reassess nila and you will see those patients na nag-start matataas po yung sugar and cholesterol, or as what sinabi ni Sir Darrell kanina, mabibigat yung timbang. Now, gradually, they're reaching their fitness goals and health goals as well.
If you don't mind, Doc, meron ka bang particular story na pwedeng i-share sa amin na parang na-witness mo in terms of health
Yung
transformation?
changes.
I have a patient that is 28 years old. That is, ang BP niya is nasa 180 to 100 ang BP. So I started giving him medications for the hypertension. And I just told him, you are only 28 years old. If you like to see 38 and 48, you should change your lifestyle already. And that from that on, moment on, nakita ko and we're successful to bring it down to 120 to 100 ang kanyang BP na lang. And he lost weight also and guided by our nutritionist. And now, this is free. And to the point na we remove namin yung kanyang antihypertensive meds. So, it's not a doom or yun na parati po yung iinumin kong gamot kasi sinasabi pong maintenance. Mabago po yung lifestyle and guided by a doctor. Paano properly doing it. Because as what you mentioned, iba-iba po kasing ating fitness goals, na hindi lang po sa timbang, baka probably also for cardiovascular health or ating metabolic health for diabetes. As guided and monitored po parate, there are plenty of success stories that we can tell. Punta lang po kayo sa website, those testimonies. Ang dami po nila doon na tulungan na po namin.
Even
Mga
walk-ins
doctors
pwede
and
naman,
that.
di ba?
Of
Doc? Even
course, of
walk-ins.
course.
Pwede naman.
Of course.
Makita lang niya lang, MMC, wellness. Pasok na.
pasok
Huwag na kayo mag-isip. Agad-agad, basta health, okay, game, gano'n.
Start na ng transformation nyo yan pagpasok nyo doon.
May few minutes pa tayo. Pwede na siguro tayo sa paboritong segment natin na pinamagata. Ay, ibang show pala yan. It's our Mythbuster segment. Okay. So, alam mo naman na siguro. Doc.
Eto, yung
I'll
iba
just ask
rito,
it.
Doc, baka mga
Straight away.
na-discuss na kanina, pero balikan na
It's a
lang
refresher
natin.
din.
At
Of
maki-debunk if ever na hindi
Sige,
naman
sige.
totoo.
Sure.
Simulan ko na.
Yes,
Eto,
ladies
Doc,
first.
totoo ba na kailangan mong gumawa ng malalaki, drastic changes para ma-improve mo ang iyong health o pwede na yung maliliit na steps muna?
I think I said it already before in an interview also. We start with the SSS. Hindi po siya yung government na.
Oh yes, iba yan.
We start with slow, steady, and sustainable. You start slow muna, not drastic, because the expectation will also be drastic. Start slow in anything that you do, exercise or whatever. Next is make it sure it's steady. You do it constantly. And it's sustainable for you. Baka naman one time mo lang gagawin, hindi mo siya magagawa next year or then following.
Okay.
Yung tinatawag na mga day one-ish.
Day one-ish. Or first quarter-ish. Because
Ayan.
balik-ish lang. So
Workouts.
make sure na nagagawa mo siya for the whole year or the next year. That's why we call it sustainable. So we start slow, steady, constant always, and then sustainable. You will see those changes na mas consistent and mas na may maintain po nila. Rather than, diet ako by January and February.
naman.
And birthday ko May eh. So kakain ulit ako na, hindi po ba? So mas mahirap po yun.
Sakto,
Yun.
Tapos pagtapos ng birthday, ito ulit,
Yeah,
day one na
wala
naman
naman.
tayo.
Yes.
Di ba, Gia?
Tapos May yung birthday ko.
Say ko ba yun? Biglang ganun eh, no? Anyway, next up, Doc. Ito, malamang marami nagsasabi nito, kinakailangan. Hintayin na lang daw nila na magkasakit bago pa sila magkaroon o magsimula sa kanilang preventive healthcare.
As we mentioned, prevention is better than cure. Di po ba? So, the money, the illness, the feeling of the patient, ang layo po niya pag na-prevent po ng disease. The cost pa lang po, ang laki na po ng difference between investing in your preventive checkup rather than investing on the medication and confinement when the disease is already there. So, mas maganda po na nape-prevent yung early signs or ang ating pagsimula at nababago na po siya, you can totally neglect or hindi nyo na po siya iisipin compared na nai-stress po kayo, umiinom kayo parati ng gamot, masakit parati ang katawan nyo, the productivity, even for working, hindi na kayo makatrabaho, mas mawawalan po kayo ng money or income pagdating po sa ganun. So,
Ayun.
prevention is still better than cure.
Okay.
Joke
Eto,
natin.
Doc. Eto. Feeling ko maraming nag-iisip na ito talaga eh. Doc, totoo ba na yung mga matatanda lang o adults lang ang nangangailangan ng yearly o yung executive check-up pero pag millennial ka o mas bata ka, hindi mo siya dapat isipin?
That's not true. It starts because, that connotation probably started because when you are older, older adult, you have more tests to be done compared to the younger ones. But sometimes, if you see it in the hospital setting, mas madami pa nga nagkakasakit ngayon ng mas bata kaysa sa matatanda. Because probably we did that study na sa mga food na ngayon na kinakain compared dun sa mga lolo-lolo natin na kinakain na dati na less preservative compared to sa mga ngayon na overproductive na mga fast food na kinakain ng newer generations.
Okay. Ngayon naman, Doc, nako, healthy naman ako, Doc. Hindi na ako
Physically fit
magpapascreen.
naman ako.
Oh, I look well, I look good.
Mahilig naman ako sa gulay.
Wala akong nararamdaman. Skip ko na lang yung screening.
That's a wrong connotation as well. If you see it as you are fine and you don't have any sickness, you miss out on how to evaluate yourself as well. How fine are you? Nag-improve ka ba? As what Sir Darrell said, from 95 to
88.
this year. Baka last year, 8, ano lang.
was different.
Different. So, you do their assessment as well, not only for the preventive side, it's the checkup in your body that needs to have an improvement in which aspect.
Tuloy natin ang ating Mythbuster dahil kailangan na rin natin maghanap buhay. Hanap buhay sa loob ng hanap buhay.
Oo, tama.
Balikan natin ang misconception Mythbuster natin, Doc. When we take after our another break. Puro break. Kasi sabi kanina, doon sa isang episode din natin kailangan tumayo daw for a minute, 2 minutes.
Walking muna
kasi
ako
naging
pag
sedentary tayo. Ayan. O siya, mag-exercise lang po kami at magbe-break. Magbabalik po ang Life Balance. Mabu,
Hey!
Shing, and ayun. We are here pa rin sa last episode when
Down
we're
to the
talking
last
about
part.
health goals for 2026. Nasa Mythbuster tayo. Kasama pa rin natin si Doc Ryan of Makati Medical Center, the hospital
With a heart.
O, diba? Okay, back with our Mythbuster. Doc, ito,
Pabitin mo.
magsisingit na lang ako. Kasi, tama bang perception ng tao? Pag sinabi, executive check-up, pang mayaman. Simple question lang.
Naririnig ko yan lagi.
Kasi
Hindi
di ba, it's because of the term, minsan kasi ina-associate nila with the term executive.
Executive.
Yes. Executive just means it's very thorough. It doesn't follow, it's only for the rich people. The mindset is different kasi when it's thorough, lahat po titignan po namin kung saan po may problema. But for the Mythbusters, no.
Okay, so nasingit ko na, iduduktong ko na rin. Ibig sabihin, Doc, pag nagpa-executive check-up, guaranteed di na magkakasakit.
We can guarantee that we can help you if we find out na may sakit. We can guarantee that we can prevent it rather than guaranteeing na hindi na kayo magkakasakit. If you do it yearly and follow the doctor's advice, yes, probably. But it doesn't mean that hindi na po kayo magkakasakit.
Okay. That's clear.
Dok, ito totoo ba na lahat ng health screening ay pare-pareho lang at much better pa rin na mag-undergo sa customized check-up?
For the customized checkup, that depends on the patient. Kung pare-pareho lang, that's not true. Parang, ano siya contradictory, customized and pare-pareho siya. We customize based on your need after we find out kung ano yung talagang kailangan o may sakit. But for the question, hindi siya pare-pareho. It entails different, as what we mentioned, nung pinag-usapan po natin, depende po yun sa nakita ng doktor po sa inyo. At ano po kailangan nyo. Hindi lang po kami magte-test dahil gusto lang po namin gawin yung procedure, but we also follow the ethical rules na kailangan ba talaga ng pasyente and need ba ng pasyente yung test na pong yun. So that's the time that we customize it. But we have the baseline screening tool na tinatawag po. Yung baseline screening tool are sometimes non-invasive like your ECG or even your chest x-ray just to see. Pag may nakita na po, we take it from there. That's the time that customization also goes in.
Okay.
Yun. Speaking of test, Doc, may iba kasi na iniisip pa parang ang pagtetest one size fits all. Isang test, makikita na kagad lahat. Is that true or dapat multiple screenings pa rin?
There are, as what we mentioned kanina, there are tests just for screening. Okay, for screening, mababaw lang siya, ibig sabihin, it can detect, don't get me wrong, it can detect, but it can say madaming klaseng disease. When we have a positive dun sa screening, that's the time we dive deeper and do other tests for it, if kailangan po ng pasyente. We still depend on the history and also the physical examination that we do.
Eto, Dok, para sa adults, na marami nang na-skip na regular check-ups. Too late na ba para magsimula pa sila sa preventive care?
It's not too late for preventive care. Mas madami po kayo na miss na check-up, mas ini-encourage nga namin pong magpa-check-up po ulit. Kasi baka nagbago na po ang inyong health status. So kailangan na po namin reassess. So it will never be too late for a reassessment, for preventive. Madami pa pong pwedeng mabago ang preventive medicine na gagawin sa inyo ng inyong doktor.
May ipapabitin ako, balikan natin, Doc, bago tayo matapos mamaya. Para may time si Doc na maisip. Ang itatanong ko sa dulo natin is, kung kayo tatanungin ko, Doc, what would you suggest sa ating mga viewers and listeners, ano yung pwede mo i-suggest sa kanila na maging mantra or motto in terms of health goals for 2026? Pero mamaya, balikan natin. Para meron na kayong, para naman may motivation ni ka nga. Ayun. Pero ngayon, Doc, paano yung mga interested individuals na nakikinig sa atin at nanonood ngayon, gusto nila magpa-appointment or they want to learn more? Are there ways, walk-in, online, may reservation ba or whatnot?
You can visit our website po sa makatimed.com or call the hotline of 8888 58 po tsaka 39. The operator will help you or assist you for any scheduling or ano pong kailangan nyo. We do accept walk-ins. We are located at the 7th floor, Ayala North Exchange, Tower 1 po. Katabing-katabi lang po ng Makati Med. You can do walk-ins for your laboratory and consultation also as needed. Or kung gusto nyo mag-avail po ng executive check-up as what we mentioned a while ago, it's available po in the website of Makati Med.
Is it open 7 days a week?
It's Makati Med Wellness is open from Monday to Saturday. The hospital is 24/7.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay.
But our checkup po for the wellness center is only from Monday to Saturday at around 8 to 5 o'clock.
Oh, usual hours.
We start at
Usual
7
oras.
sometimes if there are fasting. We have doctors and para health professionals already there at 7 a.m.
Okay.
May pahabol ka pa ba?
Wala na so far. Na-cover na rin ni Doc lahat ng... hindi lang yung mga nandito, pati yung personal questions. Kasi mahalagi.
Nanamnam na natin. So, Doc, actually, medyo last week, pagtatahiin ko na your message to our viewers, to our listeners about the importance of prioritizing their health this new year and yung pinabitin ko kanina.
Okay. So probably my message is health is always the foundation of everything. Our work, our income, without the health, everything will crumble. So make sure that you prioritize your health so that you can extend give years to your life and give life to your years.
Gusto ko yun,
Give
Ganda
years
na
to
na.
your life and give life to your years. Yun na ba yun, Doc?
Ganda na.
Yun na po.
Oh, yun!
Meaningful na siya kahit maigsi.
Give
years to your life
and give life to your years.
years.
Ang sarap
Ganda
baunin.
nun, oo.
Talagang the best. Pag Makati Med talagang the best.
Wala kang hanapin pang iba.
Doc Ryan,
Maraming
once again,
salamat.
it was a pleasure to
Thank
be
you, thank you.
with you and with your presence this day.
Thank you.
Marami kaming babaunin. Marami siyang babaunin. Lalo
Oo
ka na.
naman.
Ang dami mong babaunin.
Babaunin, literal.
At marami akong kailangang isustain. Ikakagaya mo kanina, SSS.
Yes, correct.
Hindi lang social security system yan. Slow,
Slow,
steady, and
sustainable.
Yun.
Baunin natin yan as we go along sa New Year. New Year, ha? Kita tayo, New Year.
Ito na. Dito pa ako.
Dito ba? Ulit, Doc, sana sa ulitin. More
problem.
conversation.
Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you.
Doc, paalala ko lang yung part 2 ng occupation.
Yes, sure.
Marami,
Anytime.
dito pa lang kasi yun eh.
Balik ka. Balik ka. Pero sige,
Yes.
maraming salamat ulit kay Doc
Thank you,
Francis.
thank you, Doc.
thank you.
Ang head ng Wellness Center ng Makati Medical,
Medical
Center.
Center.
Ayun. So,
Eto na.
gusto ko muna masabihin. Ha? Okay naman na. Pick lang, may 2 minutes pa
Ano ba
lang
yun?
ata.
Pwede ko bang i-ano yun dito? Sabihin yun dito?
Hindi ko alam. Pag sinabi ni Kim na wag.
Wag na.
Wag na, Kim.
Wag
Hindi ko
na.
alam eh.
Ang
Ano daw,
sabi-
Si Alex
Ay,
Atay may sinasabi, ay, thumbs up daw.
Kaninong kamay yun?
Ah.
Sino yung gawa ganun? Hindi ko masaya.
Wala sila rin, umuwi na raw eh. Biglang ganun eh, no?
Ano yan? Sir Ricky.
Sir Ricky.
Sasabi ko lang, I thank you. Marami ako natutunan sa ano na to, programa na to.
Pagka live kami, tawag ka.
Ako'y tatanong.
Why not? Phone-in question po mula sa hindi namin kilala na si Gia Rafael, ganun.
Dati host, taga-tanong na.
Para lang aware sila kasi malamang
naman.
e-air naman to before you ano.
Yun, no? Ano yan? Ay,
Weather for News Scoop, saglit lang. Mabilis na lang to. Rerelyebo na po si Larmaine Barreto moving forward.
yun po, yes.
As this cute little girl here will venture into new things. Partner, it's been an honor and privilege na makasama ka. I mean, we
Huy,
started
baka maluha
back then.
ako.
And thank you. Nalungkot ako pero wala, that's life.
Ganun
Mandilibre ka pa pag nakuha yung back pay mo. At, ikaw na si M.
Ay, napalitan na agad. Eto na nga po, natapos na naman ang isang oras ng ating pagsasama-sama upang tulungan ang bawat isa na magkaroon ng balanse sa ating mga buhay-buhay. Huwag pong kakalimutan na saluhan kami tuwing Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 6 to 7 p.m. Ikaw na, huwag kang pumikit dyan.
Papapanood 882 Metro and Mega Manila News FM regional stations, DWIZ News TV, replay sa
Memorize.
Aliw Channel 23 at syempre sa social media via live streaming at on demand. Kala mo ha?
Memorize. Bawal kong gawin yan sa mag-iisang taon na to. Maraming salamat po sa aming mga nakaagapay. Sa broadcast na ito ang TOC, Audio Tech, TV Production, Social Media at ang ating cameraman. Magkita-kita po ulit tayo bukas. For the last time, allow me to say this. Ako po, si Gia Rafaela.
At ako naman po si Daryl Justin na nasa pinagising pa rin bukas paggising ninyo. At ito po ang
DWIZ Life Balance.
Hep, 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 may next program. Abangan sa Aliw Channel 23 at DWIZ.
DWIZ.
Bye.
Bye.